What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
Going way back to the early days.
Rockin' it. Got the fresh stuff.
Money beat. You know how we give it party people suck. Funky to listen to.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm going way back.
It's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. In the building with my lovely co-host, Ty Teasy.
Hey.
What's up, Ty Teasy?
What's going on?
And if the room is looking a little empty, that's because DJ Always is not in the building. He's out gigging. Shout out to DJ Always. He will return next week.
Be better.
But you got 2/3 of the dream team here doing our thing. So what up, Ty Teasy?
What's going on? Nothing much.
How you feeling?
All right.
Just all right?
Just okay.
Well, let me tell you how I'm feeling. It's been a real long week for me. I had a crazy accident the other week and kind of destroyed the whip, and it kind of made me think a little bit, like I got to be a little more careful, man. So just a little note, man, if you're out there, if you're drinking and driving, if you're partying hard, just kind of take care of yourself, all right? That's because Money B love the kids. You understand what I'm saying? That was my, PBS special service announcement?
Right.
For the year.
Right.
Now back to the fuckery. So, like we do always about this time, let's get a little old school new news with Time Teasy right about now. What's up, Kyle? It's the old school new news with Tom Teasy.
Oh, we don't have my music.
We got some music. Kyle got it. Bear with us. We got a new DJ in the building. Where's that, Kyle? Let's go. There it is.
DJ Plan B. Thank you. Excuse me. So last week on Jeopardy, there was a category, the 1990s rap songs category, where what's his name? Alex Trebek had to say a couple of lines from Notorious B.I.G. song and as well as the Digital Underground song. So listen to this.
Check it out.
All right, Rachel, if you are ready for Double Jeopardy, we are going to show you the categories for this round. The 1990s rap song.
Rap for 800.
Completes the title of a Notorious B.I.G. hit, Mo Money. Ken?
What is More Problems?
Right.
90s for 1200.
Shock G taught us the moves of this Digital Underground dance. Ken?
What's the Humpty Dance?
Yes.
So how do you feel about that? What do you think of that?
I think it's kind of dope. Just the fact that you got like middle-aged white dudes that can recite hip-hop. That means that the culture is deeply embedded within American culture and world culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I see that, it kind of makes me proud.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Moving on.
It should have been like Money B said. Damn it.
Moving on. So Jay-Z had a lawsuit pending on a producer named Chauncey Mahan. He was actually holding a couple of his masters hostage, not hostage, but stored. So he was basically trying to extort money from him. He was trying to get $20 million from Jay-Z because he had his songs. But the Beverly Hills Police Department has closed the investigation because Jay-Z and his folks are no longer going to pursue the lawsuit.
So they're like, keep that shit.
Exactly.
We're going to make some more.
Exactly. He not even tripping.
I feel him.
Okay, so Lil' Kim had a baby shower not too long ago, and she recently posted her baby shower announcement on Instagram. She posted on her registry. She's registered at Tiffany & Company, Bye Bye Baby, and Babies Are Us. So if you want to support Lil' Kim and her baby, you can purchase a baby carriage that's worth $8,000.
Right?
A hamper that's worth $1,400, or a cradle that's worth $1,700.
Now, who the fuck is gonna buy Lil Kim. I mean, she put it out. She put it out for the public, so just
For her fans.
for her fans to buy it.
However,
Right.
she did put this on her invitations, and half of the stuff that was on her baby registry was still on there after she posted the invitation on Instagram. So none of her guests even bothered to look at any of that stuff.
Right. So if her friends ain't looking at it, how you expect?
Her fans, exactly. And she has celebrity fans because like Lisa Ray was there. Kim Bella from Love and Hip Hop New York was there. Jules Santana. People like that. So
I buy her a onesie
from Carter, right?
with no diamonds in it.
So last week, the media was up in a frenzy because of the altercation between Jay-Z and Solange in the elevator.
Right.
Well, they are here to tell you guys that Cartergate is over. They're one big happy family, and they posted a picture of everyone in New Orleans. So all is well in the Carter family.
Yeah, it was just a family fight.
Yeah, it happens.
That shit always happen.
It happens.
Say what? The hair.
I think that's an old photo.
Oh, you think that's an old photo? That's
No,
if y'all
that's-
can't see Maxwell info in the building. He said he thinks that's an old photo.
No, it's not an old photo because Blue Ivy was seen in the picture with Beyonce, and she's actually gotten bigger, and she had the little twist out braids in her hair. So my God.
I
There
got a
you
question.
go.
How come Beyonce and Solange and them, how come they don't ever go out with Jay-Z's mom? She's never.
She's probably the type that's
Huh?
probably the type that stays behind scenes, so she's not really tripping.
Okay.
So
I think they hating.
we all know Kanye West is in France this week, making preparations for his wedding. He was outside where a fan approached him with some of his shoes, the Yeezy shoes, to ask him to sign his shoes. And look what Kanye had to say about that.
Just signed to cut the shoes, man.
Please, I'm a huge fan, man. I came from the USA.
You came from the USA just for that.
These are not real, though. You know that, right?
Chinese.
These are not real. It's fine, though. Appreciate it, man.
So there you have it. Those weren't real Yeezys that the fan
Yeezys?
Yeezys that the fan was trying to get signed.
Red Octobers?
I don't know. I know those were the first pair that was released in 2009.
Damn. And of course, I mean, if he made them, of course he's gonna tell if they fake right away.
Exactly.
But the dude did say Chinese.
Exactly.
So he like, fuck it, they knocked
but he
off.
signed them anyway.
He signed one of them, and then he's just like, they not real.
Right.
Which
right.
I would have did the same thing. So you really can't sweat Kanye. He's like, if you gonna come at me with a knockoff brand of some shit I'm trying to sell,
Right.
I'm not fucking with you either.
And not only that, it's a good thing that he didn't go off on him like he normally does. So
yeah, so
you know how he goes off on the paparazzi.
them
and
anger
stuff.
management classes is paying off. Good
Exactly.
looking, Kanye.
Or he's going to Kris Jenner's Media Training 101. Who knows?
Whatever.
And that's this week's Old School New News.
Well, thank you, Ty Teasy.
You're
So
welcome.
we got a great show today. Our guest will be Krayzie Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony and the entire cast of The Quick Fix. And we also have Omar Burgess of Hip Hop DX will be joining us in the next segment, as a matter of fact. And I believe, now Krayzie Bone, you told me you was down with it. We're going to do the jelly bean, what is it called?
The Jelly Bean
The
Bamboozle
Jelly
Challenge.
Right? If y'all remember, we did it a couple of weeks ago with Yuck Mouth. We're going to run it back. You feel me? So
Yep.
that's what it do. So we'll be right
That
back
should be fun.
after this video with the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
It's good. In the building, I have with me special guest, Omar Burgess of Hip Hop DX. What it do?
It was good. Thank you for having me.
Talking to the mic, brother. Talking to the mic.
There we go.
Everybody's always
Hold on,
scared
Kyle. Where we at? Can I get some adulation for my guest, please? God.
Come on, Plan B.
Yeah, DJ Plan B. What it do? That's not. We need a bigger clap than that. Give me some more. Give me something else. There we go.
There you go.
I'm feeling special right now.
That's what it's all about. So what's going on with you, brother?
Not much. Keeping busy.
Now, Hip Hop DX is like one of the biggest hip hop sites
This is true.
that's out there right now. So tell everybody exactly what is your title at Hip Hop DX.
I am the features editor at Hip Hop DX. That makes me in charge of Q&A interviews, album reviews, long form editorials, anything that basically involves people talking shit.
Right?
What does DX stand for?
That is the secret that I'm going to have to take with me to the grave.
Oh, okay.
So says the owners.
Oh, so it actually does stand for something.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Huh.
It's that, hip hop Illuminati.
I could dig it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
well, let me ask you this: you're from the South, right?
That's a long. I was born in Michigan, raised in Long Beach. I spent 14 years in Tennessee in the South.
Okay, so are you partial to any particular region or style, regional style of music?
No, luckily, I used to be one of those kind of hardcore backpackers, like a East Coast, I guess, apologist or whatever.
Right, apologist. don't ever say I'm sorry.
And when I moved down south, it just wasn't happening like that. So I got introduced to No Limit, Cash Money, UGK, all of that. And I feel like it made me a lot more well-rounded.
Got on that lean?
Nah, thankfully no.
He got on that lean.
A lot of Hennessy though.
Everything slowed down for you once you got down there?
It did, in a good way.
Now, the reason I asked that is because I'm always curious. Lower it down, Kyle. I'm always curious when, I look at certain sites and blogs, especially the big hip hop sites, and then, when a record is reviewed, it's reviewed by a person. So how do you keep people from being biased towards a particular sound, like say, or do you say if T.I. has an album out, do you make sure that it's reviewed by somebody that's partial to Southern music, or how does that work when you're dealing with that type of situation?
It's a little bit of that.
Or is it just the opposite? We say, I want an East Coast nigga to review some West Coast shit, or what?
It's a little bit of the first. It's more about us as a staff. There's a whole editorial staff. We try to make sure that everyone listens to the album, and we average that rating, and then that's weighed against the writer's rating because they've been listening specifically to that album.
And then what do you do from there? Like, what if the reviewer says, man, this shit sucked,
right?
But everybody else like, nah, it ain't that bad.
Then we gotta override them.
And then, really?
I can't front I don't know what y'all thought about the last Goody Mob album.
I liked it.
It was okay.
As a staff, we really liked it.
Right.
There was a particular reviewer, I'm not gonna air him out, but they're like, it's all right, and we had to be like, thank you for your time. We're gonna go ahead and rock with this one.
Right. Well, okay. Well, do you ever feel any pressure from certain acts? Like, say for instance, and this is just a for instance. Mm-hmm. Now, what if Kendrick puts out an EP, right? And it's really not that great, but the masses is like, this is the greatest. All you're hearing is, this is great. This is great. And then how do you balance that against? Well, I don't want my listeners not like, everybody loves it but us. I don't want them to think that we're not up on it. Or how do you balance that?
It's happened before, and we appreciate the readers. Obviously, they make the site what it is.
Right.
We don't kowtow to them though. If we don't think it's hot like that, we will say so. And we get killed on Twitter in the comment section, but you can't compromise just because you want to be popular.
Well, my personal opinion is you can listen to, I read all the sites and blogs, and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, and I talked to Teezy about it as well. When I read reviews or when I look at sites, I don't really give a fuck about what the writer is saying. Yeah. I just look at the comments that the motherfucking trolls be doing. They get on and start cussing each other and fighting.
Oh, yeah.
That's the entertainment about it. But my thing is, I never really, whether it's a movie, it's an album or whatever, I'm the type of person, I'll check out and hear what somebody's saying, but I always want to know for myself. I'll judge it for myself. But I think a lot of people swear by certain sites or reviewers or whatever, like if they say it, then that's the word. And I'm even at the point to where even if I give you one of my albums to review, if you gave it a 1, I would be like, damn, that's fucked up. But I wouldn't be so, I wouldn't put too much weight on that. And I think a lot of artists, they get upset when they get a bad review.
Right.
And I can see where it can cut into your, they see it as you cutting into my money because you're telling people not to buy my shit. Have you ever been approached by an artist? Yet? Till you review my shit?
No, but it's definitely made known when they don't agree with it. And I try to say the same thing. Your fans are more important than any critic.
Right.
And they'd be surprised how much of a small percentage, not just one particular site, but all the sites, how much of a small percentage of all of the people who really fuck with them just comes from individual site.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a really small amount of people.
Yeah.
And I was checking out your site earlier today, and I seen you were reviewing, like, what is that EMC album with Master Ace,
right.
and you got all different styles and different, from old school to cats that was out a few to brand new cats that I never even heard of.
Right.
What's the criteria to getting reviewed, or do you have to have some kind of movement first? Like, what is it that makes you say, well, let us highlight this album?
It's a little of both.
Or does somebody come in and say, like, look, I got the shit?
Everybody wants to be reviewed,
right?
And wants that pub. It's really about how popular, I don't want to say popular, but how many people care about you being reviewed.
I mean, bottom line, how much I got to pay, man?
Nah, no fee.
What's the real price?
I wish it was like that.
Ain't nobody listening.
I wish it was like that. My hands and wrists would be a lot more shiny right now.
Right.
Nah, it's really about how good is the music, and how relevant are you within the conversation of hip hop right now.
So you mean I took you out to dinner last night for nothing?
Yeah, I mean,
God,
sorry.
Sorry, little Mikey. I was trying to. That's my artist. You know what I mean? I'm trying to look out for my guy, and I will be seeing you soon. Now,
no doubt.
One thing that I want to ask you about is I feel that the media, and I guess myself included, I'm part of the media, I guess, but we play a large part in influencing people. And I say this because one thing that I don't like is the way that sometimes small things, like say a beef between camps or a certain rift or something happens, and then because it's sensational, you always want to put the story out.
Right.
But the media can kind of add legs to something that really shouldn't have legs. And I bring to mind is just going way back to the Pac and Big thing.
Right.
I lived it. You understand what I'm saying? And Krayzie Bone, who's coming on, he lived it as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like during that time, East Coast, West Coast beef didn't exist to me. I was on the East Coast hanging out with Premier and Busta, all my cats. When they came out, it was love. It was really only about Pac and Big and their crews. But the magazines turned it into this East Coast, West Coast thing, and just your average consumer kind of just bit into that.
Definitely.
So do you think that publications and the media have a responsibility to kind of be careful about how you promote these sort of things?
We absolutely do. There are certain magazines and radio stations, I'm not going to mention their names.
Do it.
That I feel like got blood on their hands to this
like
day.
Vibe.
The Source.
Remember that that Chappelle Show skit where he held up the sign that said fifth?
I plead the fifth. Ain't nobody watching us.
I think the media definitely has a responsibility. We try to take that into account.
Right.
When we cover stuff, at the same time, as artists, people need to be responsible for what they say. Like, if a rapper says, fuck you, fuck your mama, when I see you, it's on.
Right.
You got to be responsible for those actions, and you can't just turn around and point to the media if there's brushback because of that.
Well, no, everybody has to be responsible for themselves, but this is my opinion. Meaning, you want the readers, you want the eyeballs on your site.
Right.
So if something happens, you're gonna put it up there.
Yeah.
But then once you put it up there, then it's like, oh, this guy said that. And every time somebody says something, you post it up. Like, take for instance,
like instigating the whole situation.
Yeah, this whole shit with the game and Lil Durk and the Chicago things. It's like every time somebody else say something, it's front page news, and you play it and you play it. After a while, more and more people get in, then it's not really just about these two cats. It's like whole cities and regions feel disrespected, and they're like, man, fuck them niggas, and it just turned into some bullshit where I feel like put it up once and then also put a disclaimer or a liner at the end. Y'all need to quit this shit. This is what happened, but y'all need to cut this shit out. But that's never said. You just say what happens. Ooh, what is he gonna do next? And that's how I feel like these blogs and sites do.
I think a lot of people
defend yourself.
I think a lot of people are afraid to say that y'all need to quit this shit part because everything is done under the guise of objectivity. Like as a journalist, you're supposed to be objective and not put your opinion in. The good thing about having, I guess, the editorial section is I can put that opinion in. I will say this though, in terms of the numbers game.
Okay.
We covered the Chicago situation, not just with Game, but since people pretty much started calling it Chirac.
Right.
We covered it a lot. There was a lot of people clicking on that.
Mm-hmm.
We turned around and interviewed Rhymefest, who had this outreach program where he was, they incorporated part of Kanye West's late mother's curriculum.
Shout out to Rhymefest.
And to getting these kids off the streets.
Right.
It was all part of charity. Totally non-profit. It was a real positive thing he was doing. Nobody read that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the same.
People like the drama.
Yeah, and that's not to say that we shouldn't have covered it, but it's interesting how a lot of people don't put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't blame you for broadcasting or letting the people know what happens. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, I feel like show some responsibility, and at the end of it, don't just leave it at this is what he said. Because when you just leave it at that, that's, to me, that's like the magazine or the site going, ooh, what are you gonna do next?
Yeah.
If you say like this is what he said, but let's keep it cool.
Right.
Let's be civil, Chicago, or let's be classy, San Diego, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Chicago don't need any more
gang
activity.
I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know how we could.
I feel like we do that as much as possible. If I had my own personal blog, I would definitely do that. We're supposed to, and I'm speaking on behalf of hip hop.
Somebody tell me he was the boss though.
I wish.
Man, he's supposed to run
again. The wrists and the fingers would be a lot more shiny.
Okay.
Not necessarily, because most rich people they don't floss.
So if you had it your way, what?
I wouldn't be objective. I think we're kind of past the age of being objective, but I understand what the goal is. So as far as Hip Hop DX is concerned, there's not the leeway to say, hey, y'all stop doing this, but there is the leeway to present all sides of it. Even, something as real as like when these rappers are out here committing suicide.
Right.
Like when the guy from Pro Era did, it was like, hey, this is where you can get help if you feel like you are going through this. There's all sides presented without anyone saying what you should or shouldn't do. Just here's the total picture. You choose what to do. Whereas a lot of people, I feel like, will only show what gets the clicks and then just say, that's all we can do.
Yeah, I think a lot of cats is just kind of afraid to have an opinion.
I agree.
Because everybody, we live in a society now where everybody, if you say something about something, you hating.
Right.
If you have an opinion. If I say like I don't like it, I just don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hating, but everybody's afraid of being called a hater or the backlash of when they say something.
They think they're judging.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cowards in hip hop right now.
Right. So I'm glad you had the courage and the strength to say fuck that shit. You know what I mean? So real quick, Omar, tell everybody, how they can find you, where they need to go to find the site, all the social media, and how they can get more involved with Hip Hop DX, and even your personal things that you have going on.
Definitely, I appreciate it. Well, obviously the site is hiphopdx.com.
Right.
Go there, interviews, editorials, album reviews, singles, videos, everything you would want.
Gossip.
And as far as me personally, you can hit me on Twitter. My name is just at Omar Burgess, no underscores, no spaces. For the personal freelance stuff, omarburgess.com. I will give you a healthy quote, both monetarily and actual quote. And I'm on Instagram, all of that. We push good hip hop regardless of the region.
Right.
I don't have any regional affiliations. I'm out here, but I'm about good music. If you're a struggle rapper, keep that to yourself.
You heard him say it. You're going to see Money B, Hip Hop DX, next month, baby.
Absolutely.
One more round of applause.
Thanks for
Omar
stopping
Burgess.
by.
Thanks for coming
Thank
through,
y'all.
my
Appreciate
brother. We'll be right back with Krayzie Bone right here on the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
In the building with the homie Krayzie Bone.
Yeah.
What it do?
In the building, man. In the building. What's happening with it?
Now we were just watching your video.
Yeah.
What was that? That was
That was a little remix of the Cashing Out, man.
Now you was just saying, before we came on air that those day scenes was in Alaska and it was like 12 midnight.
Yeah, man. It was like 12 midnight. It was tripping me out over there. I was like, man, this shit is crazy.
So how did you figure out when to go to sleep?
Man, it's a good thing we was partying after the shows anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we didn't go to sleep till the real sun came up anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, because I know when you're on the road, a lot of times if you just up, the adrenaline's flowing after the show.
Yeah,
so you just up, kicking it. Next thing you know, you see the sun coming up, and that's when you're like, oh shit, I need to lay down.
Yes, sir.
But if the sun don't ever go down,
yeah,
you just
up.
like shit.
Turn up.
You just can't. You say you can't turn it off. You can't. It's like turn down for what?
Exactly. For real.
I know Alaska must have started that shit because they ain't got no reason to.
Yeah, man.
Ain't no
it's
nighttime.
Crazy. It's crazy over there.
Well, let's bring it up to date, man. What's you got new projects coming down the pipeline?
Yes, indeed, man. I'm working on my final solo album.
Right.
It's gonna be a triple CD. I'm release each CD at a different time. The first one is coming out July 22nd. It's called Chasing the Devil, Temptation. So, I'm trying to wrap that up right now. I've been in the studio every day trying to get it together because the fans been.
So it's a triple CD, but you're gonna release a CD at different times.
Yeah, definitely.
So does that count? Does that count for one sale? You have to wait till the third one sells to say, oh, we sold one.
How
does that work?
No, I'm selling them like individually. So when the first one come out, they better give me my money ASAP.
It's volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. So it's the
yeah.
same. It's the same
indeed.
CD with each volume.
Yes, indeed.
That's dope.
Yes,
who the features besides Money B, who you didn't call?
Bro, but see that it ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, I gotta get you on there, bro.
Got you on tape.
We got it on tape, man.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get Nas, the Ghetto Boys,
right?
Hopefully J. Cole, ASAP. Bone Thugs, of course.
Right.
Man, I'm trying to get like a lot of old school cats too. You know what I'm saying? Talking to Big Daddy Kane, trying to get him on the joint.
Yeah.
KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to have like the whole feel, like old hip hop to new. You know what I'm saying? So
I know Ben Rock. He did his interview. He said he ain't really trying to bust no more. But get Ben Rock.
Man,
man.
Man, we have to bring him back out, man.
Come on, Benny.
That boy cold, man.
Yeah, tighten up, man. Get it together.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Now I know you said that you're gonna have all of Bone Thugs featured on the album. Now, I followed you guys' career, and I want to say from the late 90s, it seemed like every year y'all break up, somebody leave, motherfuckers come back, then there's 3 of y'all got a group, then there's 2 of y'all over here, then there's I never know what to expect. Like, how is it, tell me, why is it that you guys break up? And I think I know the answer to that you break up and get back together, break up, get back together. And then also the second part of that is, have you finally come to the realization that you guys are always going to be together no matter what?
Yeah, I mean, man, we always realized that even when we, everybody, even when, people thought we was broke up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, we dudes, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get tired of niggas sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You know
right.
What I'm saying? And it's just like you just need that room to breathe, go do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, we all understand that, like, cause we all come from the same, like we wasn't put together. You know what I'm saying? Like we was together by choice from an early age too.
Did y'all go to the same school? Y'all grow up together?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the Flesh and Lazy is brothers, and Wishbone is their cousin, and I've been knowing them since like the 6th grade.
It's always gonna be arguments with family anyway.
Oh yeah, all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our parents knew each other, so it's like, what I'm saying.
Somebody's bound to get Solange.
So I'm about to say, so give us a Jay-Z Solange moment with Bone Thug. One time when the cameras wasn't watching, you was like, man, I can't believe this happened.
Man,
with the cats.
man.
I know it's happened a million times.
Oh yeah,
give me a good one.
But a good one was what we was on. I forgot. I think we was in Atlanta. This was a long time ago. This is back in like, the Eternal days, and we had a show. We was about to go on stage, and Busy was passed out on the bunk, and we was all drinking, and next thing I know, Wishbone and Lazy Bone just get to rumbling.
Right.
Over some personal family shit, you know. And this is right before we started to go on stage. I'm like, so what we gonna do now? Like, so, man, end up we didn't go on stage.
What?
You know what I'm saying? The promoter came outside, cussed us out. You know, the fans tried to kill us. It was crazy. But
Dang.
it was
Man,
crazy.
see, it's never gotten that deep. Like me and Shock, we've gotten to fights where we could be saying the most venomous stuff, and then when it's time to go on, we just go on. We'll do the show, knowing we ain't even trying to
Like
talk.
nothing happened.
Yeah, like nothing happened. Like we, in our mind, I'm like, I hate this motherfucker. But during the show, we all freaks. You a freak.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do what I thing like this.
Yeah, I know, huh?
And then right after, be like, "Fuck you, man! Don't talk to me."
Yeah, yeah, but
So-
that was back when we was like a little younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the alcohol.
This shit happened yesterday with me. Nah, just fuck that nigga. Not just playing. Shout out to Shock G.
Now let me ask you this: I read in the media that you're coming out with your own vending machines. Is that any truth to that?
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Working on them right now. You know, I got one made set to go into a marijuana dispensary. You know what I'm saying? So that's something else I'm gonna be getting into once I.
So what is what's going to actually be inside of the machines?
Man, I'm trying to get creative. It's not just gonna be snacks. I'm trying to sell like little bone paraphernalia. You know, you might get a little
Medicinal
flash.
bone.
Yeah, you might get a little flash drive with some music on it. You know what I'm saying? Like just trying to be innovative and different.
Okay.
Now I have an idea, and I've never told anybody this, but you might want this for your vending machines.
Yeah.
You know, cause like I hear a lot of, and I don't really smoke. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I have, and you know, sometimes I eat the little edibles and whatnot. But you know, I hear when you smoke, you know, you get all relaxed, and the chicks, they like to smoke before they have sex and whatever. You ever thought about making some like medicinal panties?
Wow.
Medicinal panties.
Wow.
So motherfucker eat through them, be high as fuck, and just start digging her out.
Oh, that's a
Right?
That's a good idea.
Ain't that the shit? Medicinal panties. You just lick that shit and be like, girl, you got the bomb.
No, I thought you was getting ready to say something like some blunt wrappers or something.
Nah, man, medicinal panties.
Man.
I'm about to copyright that shit as soon as thank you, Kyle, thank you. Sometimes I just be thinking of shit, man.
Yeah, that's a good
You
idea.
know, because you can't make medicinal. I mean, you can't make 40 panties out of 40 ounces. So
Yeah,
I figure I'll give it up to the weed smokers.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So I guess we gotta take a break. When we come back, we're gonna bring in your crew from the Quick Fix.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
And the jelly bean challenge.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna do.
And we're gonna get out to get that caller on air.
Oh, is the caller still on the line real quick? Is it a caller? Let's take a caller real quick before we go to break.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is J-Mix from Tupac Nation.
Hey,
What up, J-Mix?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm enjoying the show.
Where you been? We missed you around
Busy.
here.
I always try to keep up with you guys.
So you got a question for Krayzie Bone?
I sure do, and it's an honor. Your song Game Tight from the Leatherface album, it samples Tupac's ambitions as a writer.
Yes, indeed.
What gave you the idea to do that song? More specifically, that sample.
Well, man, actually, DJ Unique is the one who produced that whole album for me, you know. And when we came with the idea, you know, we just basically went in and I went in the studio one day and he was like, "You gotta listen to this." And then when the shit came on, I was like, "Oh man, oh yeah, this is the one right here." You know what I'm saying? Because I always loved the song "Ambitions of a Rider." You know what I'm saying? That's just that song that just make you just get up and be ready to ride. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely want to jump on this track, definitely."
So, J-Mix, you got another question? I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm good. Hey, I enjoy the show, everybody, and one love.
All right, appreciate
Thanks for
it.
your support.
So we're gonna go to break with Chamillionaires Riding Dirty. Did you produce that track?
No. Playing Skills did that. My dudes from Texas.
Playing Skills?
Yes, indeed.
But you produced a lot of the shit, right?
Oh yeah.
So you get most of the checks. I know niggas is mad at you. We're gonna talk about it. We'll be right back with Krayzie Bone on the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
In the building with Krayzie Bone and the entire crew of the Quick Fix right here from TradioV.com. What's up?
Man,
fellas? How y'all
man,
doing?
we chilling in the building with Money B, man.
Now, let's introduce ourselves to the audience.
Man, hey, what's happening, world? I'm the Bum Key with G, man. Quick Fix, you know, we in the house real quick.
And I am comedian Lottie B in the building.
And of course, we know Krayzie Bone in the house.
Yo, Leatherface
So,
over there.
Tell us exactly, Leatherface, my guy. Tell us exactly what the quick fix is about and what each of you bring to the show.
Man, you know.
Well, I'm the funny person on the show.
Yeah, go ahead, Lottie B. Let them know what we know. What I'm saying, let them know about the quick fix too, from your perspective.
From my perspective, the quick fix is, of course, based in hip hop.
Right.
It's going to take you back, bring you forward. But we're also a show that is going to be educating women and children and young kids about what hip hop should be, what it could be, what it will be.
Okay.
And then I'm a comedian, so of course I bring all the funnies to the show. Keith is funny too, so
And
he be
Keith
trying
is-
to throw his liners
Keith-
in there.
Keith is funny too.
He be trying to take my job.
Now,
Crazy.
speaking of keeping funny, I was a guest on you guys' show the other week, right?
Right.
And we had an incident with your boy Andy Dick
yeah.
came through, and you know everybody played it
Crashed the
cool.
show.
He kept calling me ratchet.
Everybody played it cool, right? But you know, I know.
Yeah, y'all
I was
did.
I seen Krayzie how he was looking, and then I also understand that after the show, you and Andy Dick had a meeting, and you had to speak to him, right? And actually, we got pictures of this meeting. Yo, Kyle, can we see the picture of? We had to talk to Andy Dick real quick.
Hey,
Is that how it went?
man.
I know that's what you was thinking.
Man, he was off the hook that day,
Yeah.
man. The boy was off the hook.
I know
that
that's
day,
exactly what you would have did if you was if
Back
you had
in
it.
the day.
He was tripping.
No, back in the East 99 days.
Right,
Back in the
right.
day.
But this
Hey,
is the
he was over there
nowadays,
boiling too, though.
and this is how we rock. So I'm glad to have you guys as my guests. We're gonna do the Jelly Belly Bamboozle
Jelly bean challenge.
Jelly Bean Challenge. So
Yeah, I wanna
Ty
know what
Teasy,
it is.
explain what the challenge is.
So basically, there's two types of jelly beans in the box. There's a good flavor, and then there's a weird flavor.
All right.
So mine, Krayzie,
Keith G.
Keith G.
Right, we're gonna start, and then we each got to pick the same color, and then once we decide what color, she's gonna tell her what the flavors could be.
Yeah.
And then we got to eat at the same time, and one of us
Lonnie,
might
we don't have to do that.
have
Oh,
a
good,
bad.
'cause I got allergies.
We might have a weird flavor. We might all get a good one. We might all get a bad one.
Right.
Or one of us might get a bad
You
one.
got some weed in it?
No.
Not this time.
These are
So
are edibles.
Krayzie, I'm gonna let you pick the color and the first bean.
And you guys all pick the same color.
Right.
Oh, man.
Okay.
What is it?
So the color he picked, we picked that color too.
What is that?
Exactly.
Okay.
What you got the
That
green?
could, yes, that could
Yeah, that
either
boy got a green in.
that could either be lawn clippings or lime.
So y'all all got to eat the
Like
same.
grass,
gotta
yeah.
get a green one.
You gotta get a green one. So basically,
Like grass,
it could either taste like grass or it could taste like lime. Wait. We gotta do it at the same time.
Oh,
Look at Keith,
okay.
he ready.
Are we
He
ready?
hungry, huh?
1, 2, 3.
You want
Eat
something to
it.
eat, don't you?
Sure.
Man, what you got me on?
I got lime. Wait a minute.
Hey, man, time out. Mine's in.
What is it? Oh, that's your...
Mine kind of tastes
Man,
like
that's why I
grass.
tell you you can't be eating stuff that you don't know where it came from.
He said mine kind of tastes like grass.
Yeah, no, this one ain't that bad. It's like it could be grassy lime.
ain't lime
Yeah.
Or limey grass.
Yeah, it ain't really got no taste.
Okay, so
Yeah, man.
Let's go
all right,
to the next
go
one.
to the next one.
That
Keep
was-
G, I'm gonna let you
Y'all
choose.
trying,
Go
y'all
on,
trying,
no.
yeah, they,
Right.
What y'all trying to do?
I'm gonna choose in this time.
Yeah, you can pick the color.
All right,
and
I'm
you
gonna
get to
pick
choose the first
that,
one.
that orange one right there with that
This
white
one?
stripe on the
This one?
bottom.
Grab
Yeah.
it.
Grab it.
Oh, I can get that one.
Yeah, wait a second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Crazy.
Don't eat it yet.
throw that
No,
one
idiot.
back on there.
All right.
Wait.
Like
Now what this gonna be?
Shit.
That one could either be caramel corn or moldy cheese.
Oh shit.
It's molded cheese.
Ready?
Just eat it. It's
1,
molded cheese.
2, 3, go.
Oh, nigga, it's some moldy cheese.
I ain't know they made these kind.
I got candy corn. What you get?
I got moldy cheese.
How y'all do that? How y'all do
Wait a
that,
minute.
man?
Where y'all get these from?
We ordered them off the internet.
All right.
But how you know how to do
One
it
more.
like that?
Last one, real quick, cause we got.
This is toothpaste or blue
Oh, that's some nasty
or
mess.
blueberry.
I
It's
get the
gonna be
pick.
toothpaste. I promise you.
Go ahead. Oops.
Yeah, this is
Go ahead.
Coke.
Grab
This
one.
gonna be Colgate.
Keep G.
It look like Colgate.
One more. Last
Ooh,
one.
that's some nasty mess.
Y'all ready? And Mr. Grimm, why don't you come on in the building if you're out there? Ready?
1,
Two,
2, 3.
Well, I'm happy y'all did
Well,
it and
mine's
not
cool
me.
this time.
Oh.
Colgate, baby.
That's Colgate.
Oh,
huh?
mine's cool. Yeah, I got Colgate, baby.
I got Colgate.
Somebody got some shit then.
All right.
What up, Coco?
No, I'm straight. That was a good one. So I
Thanks for
appreciate y'all
playing
having some fun with us.
That's the game?
Yeah, that's the game. Yeah. Now, we had Yuck Mouth on here, and we had Sneaky Sock. Oh, that was the killer.
And it had the
And
whole
fucked us
room
up.
smelling
How y'all
like
do that,
sneaky
though?
socks.
Right. So before we get out, I want to introduce everybody. Mr. Grimm is in the building. Y'all remember
indeed.
Indo Smoke back in the day? What's up, fellas?
OG in the building.
West Coast.
West Coast Vina in the building. So you back out here, you back in the game, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're glad to have you back, brother. So we're gonna go around the room. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media. Real quick, Keith G.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You find the bum Keith G. You know what I'm saying? Keith G04 at yahoo.com, man. Find me on Facebook, the bum Keith G. And even on Twitter, man. Hit me up, man. Tweet your boy, you know. Put me over a couple of little dudes, you know. Hit me on the tweets, man. Look out for us, though, man. We doing it every Wednesday, though. Hit us up, man. 8 to 9 o'clock, my bad.
No, 7 to 9.
Man,
It's that jelly bean you just ate.
Right. Come on, Lottie
some
B.
jelly beans,
Let's
man.
keep it
Lottie
pushing.
B, man. Put it on.
All right, you guys. You can follow me on Twitter, Lottie B, LOTTEB. Also subscribe to my YouTube, Lottie B. And then I'll be on TradioV.com every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. on the Quick Fix, baby.
Yeah, check it out. Y'all can find me on Twitter. I am Krayzie Bone. Instagram, Krayzie_Bone. And once again, if you're drinking, you can find me at the cold beer store.
Right. Mr. Grimm, step up real quick. Let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at officialgrim at twitter.com and then Grimology at yahoo.com.
That's what's up. Tanteezy.
And as always, you can find me at Tanteezy, TON_TEEZY. And remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Going Way Back Show.
And you can find your boy on all social media at MoneyB69. You can follow the show at Going Way Back Show. And of course, check out the podcast if you want to hear the music. That's the Going Way Back Show. Not the, but GoingWayBackShow.com. Krayzie, one more time. Tell the name of the new album and when they can get it.
Chasing the Devil. First installment to be out July 22nd.
All right. And the big, tall, creepy white guy walking around, that's Maxwell Info.
Hey, he cool as hell,
Yeah,
too, man.
kicking it.
That's
All the
that
fly
cat right
pictures
there,
you see on
baby.
Instagram and everything. This is that guy doing his thing. Maxwell Info. Look him up. It's time to get out. I appreciate you guys coming and joining me on the show.
Appreciate
The
you,
Going
man,
Way
for
Back
having
Show.
us, bro.
Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Frank. Looking out in the
Plan
booth.
B.
And
Thank
until
you.
next time, people,
Be easy.
Money
Yeah.
B.
It's the Goin' Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Going Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.